and we are live.
Hey,
What's up,
we are
everybody?
not late.
No,
We are not late.
if,
You
if,
are early.
listen, I'm not concerned about being 5 minutes late to a bonus recording of a live stream podcast.
Hey, we're not late. You
Can't be
guys are
late.
early.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? How's everybody doing in the chat? We're gonna talk to you guys here for a minute before we actually get started. No, Samantha, we are not late. But thank you for being so early. I do appreciate.
Yeah, thank
I
you,
do
guys.
appreciate it. I do appreciate it. How is everybody doing? Gels is here. What's up?
Gels.
Always on time. Yes, that's right. Always on time. Who else? Alex, I see you. Hari, Andrew. Who else? Adam. What's up, man?
Yo.
Yeah, Joe's here. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna get started here in a minute. Man, like I said last night, it feels good. It feels good to be streaming again. I have had like no streaming action this week whatsoever. I miss it, man.
Hey, man, you streamed like so much last week. You streamed every single day last week, and then you went cold turkey this week.
It's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again though, because last night, tonight, you and I are streaming tomorrow. I'm streaming Sunday and Monday, and Tuesday.
It's gonna be a lot, but
and not Wednesday, because you are streaming Breath of the Wild Wednesday, whether you like it or not.
I have to, man. I miss it, dude. I really do. I need to drop some amiibos.
I need my Wednesday entertainment, man. That's what I do on Wednesday nights.
Your boy Geeb is too busy. He's too busy watching. What show was I've been watching a lot? It's what's that show called? I can't remember the name of the show. I've been binging Netflix a lot lately.
You said it was like some true crime show or something like that, or some crime scene show or something.
I watch true crime every now and again.
Is that the books you've been reading?
I don't read books. What's a book?
Okay. Well, I thought that's what we were talking about earlier.
No,
anyway,
podcast.
Yeah, podcasts.
That's it.
Whatever.
What are those?
Who listens to podcasts? Not me. Not me. Not this guy. All right. Well, I mean, we could probably go ahead and actually start this thing if you're ready. We actually did the claps.
Yeah.
Off air.
Yeah,
so
we
you guys
did
don't
our
have to worry
claps.
about that.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, as always, you guys know we don't really interact with the chat while we're recording the podcast, but we're gonna try it a little bit differently. I always tell you guys, if you leave a super chat with a question at any point, that we will read those all at the end. I'm going to try to keep an eye on it. And if a super chat question or comment comes in and it's relevant to what we're talking about and adds to the conversation or isn't completely out of place, we're going to go ahead and do them real time if they come in. And then anything that doesn't quite fit what we're talking about at the time, we will get to later. And obviously, if you have a question or comment or anything and you don't want to leave a super chat, that's totally fine. Just wait to the end and put the questions in then. So other than that, I think we're ready.
I think we are. Now just guys, in your head, make sure you picture in your head, listen to that Drip and Geeb intro music. If you haven't heard that intro music, make sure to download that podcast and listen to that intro music. Gotta get those plugs.
I'm not gonna lie. I totally forgot that we had intro music.
Yeah, man. Stream beats.
I know. I can't listen to our podcast back again after I've done it once, and then I was watching it all the way back through to record it again.
Yeah.
To put it back up, which I don't have to do, but that's a whole nother thing. All right, let's get this started.
Yeah, let's go.
go.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Drip and Geeb podcast. I'm Uncle Geeb, and with me is Drip Media Gaming. We are currently recording this podcast live over on youtube.com/Drip Media Gaming. If you want to check out the live stream of this podcast, make sure to head over to Drip's YouTube channel every Friday at 9:30 Eastern time. If you want to check out the audio version of this podcast, make sure to check out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere you can find a podcast. And with that being said, what's up, Drip?
Not a whole lot. You know what? Before we get into any of that, I got to give you a little bit of praise, because just a week ago, you were reading that whole entire thing off of a card.
Yep.
You were reading it all, and you had a few slip-ups there. I'm not going to say it was perfect.
I did,
but
yeah,
it is getting better.
Thank you.
The intro is getting better. I have to admit.
You know what I did to myself?
Nothing is up with me, man.
You know what I did to myself there? I had it off to the side and I didn't need it. I said it 14 times in a row perfectly earlier. I didn't need it,
Nice.
but I'm like, I need it. I need it off, and I didn't, and that's what screwed me up. But anyway, yeah. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. I honestly, I had a crazy busy week. Like a one of the busiest weeks I've had in a while, and it's not just my stuff. Like I always talk about the dance stuff that's going on with my
Mm-hmm.
kids. Like this is the week. Tomorrow is the day.
Oh man.
Tomorrow is the day, man. It's big. It's big. So they had to go to Uniontown, which is like from here, it's like 40 minutes from here. That's where the recital's at.
Right.
So I had to be here with the baby while my wife had to get them full makeup, full costumes, and they're both in like 3 dances. So like they have this giant bag they take with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane, dude. Like this dance stuff is just it's beyond me. I don't get it. Anyway, that's been this week. It's been crazy. I haven't streamed. I did get all that pool stuff that I was building done at my mom's. I did it on
We
Monday.
got the
It is
pool update, guys. If you
100%
wanted the
done.
pool update, the pool
Yeah,
update
pool update
is here.
is done. My mom actually texted. Oh yeah, the one for my kids. My mom texted me earlier today and was like, "Hey, me and your cousin are sitting up here by the pool drinking beer. This is awesome." I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure it is. I know it's awesome. I built it. I know it's awesome.
That's
I built
awesome.
it.
That's
You're
awesome, dude.
welcome."
It's family. You gotta love family anyway, man.
Yeah, yeah. It's fine. I'm acting like I'm not gonna go there and do the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. My week has been absolutely not busy at all. I mean, not that it's not been busy. I always listen, guys. I always have stuff to do. Like with this life that I live right now, I always have stuff to do. It's just I don't have a schedule, and there's no boss being like, "Yo, you got to do this, then that, and the other."
Yeah.
It's like I always have. There's always this cloud of work hanging over my head. Then something I can do somewhere, but it's like, do I do it now or do I binge Netflix or do I stream or do I fix my stream? It's a constant battle I have. I didn't stream it all this week. We'll be streaming tomorrow night on the
Dude,
Twitch
you gotta get back
twitch.tv
on it, man.
plus Drip Media, or I said twitch.tv slash Drip Media. That's your Twitch. My Twitch is Uncle
Yeah.
Geeb at Uncle Geeb. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be back there tonight. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I need you back, man. I need you back on Wednesdays. That's
need-
my
Dude, I need it
my
back
Wednesday
too.
entertainment.
I'm sitting here last night. I'm thinking like, is it too late to stream? It was like 12:30 at night. I'm like, is it too late? Like, of course it's too late. Like I keep wanting to stream
Oh, you
late.
should have, man. I was up. You should have. That'd have been great.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, do you have a question to ask me, sir, about something that I've been playing?
Yeah, I want to know. I
Yeah.
want to know what you've been playing this week, my friend.
I have been playing Ocarina of Time on my Nintendo
Back
3DS. Back on the horse.
Back on it.
I mean, oh, listen, guys, I'm not
Hating the controls. Hating the controls.
Still am
Back
hating the
on it.
controls. But I'm a big, as I believe I mentioned either last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm a big boy now, and we're Big Boy Link. And
Oh
it's,
yeah.
yeah. So it's fun. I mean,
Dude.
I got made no progress since that last time I mentioned.
I gotta tell you.
Because that's the thing. I get an Ocarina of Time, and I make no progress because I'm confused, and then I close the game. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There was always like I don't know. I never get stuck like that. If I'm on something like that for too long, I'm like, no, we're looking this up. I don't have time to sit here and just be lost. Like if I'm lost for more than like 10 minutes, it's like, we're gonna look this up. Because there ain't no way I'm wasting hours doing this. Like I don't, as a parent, someone who has stuff to do all the time,
Yeah.
I can't be lost in a video game for more than like 10 minutes. Can't do it. You got to keep moving. You got to just keep going.
I'm just
So-
way too stubborn to look things up. And then by the time I want to look things up, I'm just like, but I don't want to. I want to be done now. Then I just close
Yeah.
the game. That's where I'm
can
at with that
understand
game.
that.
But I'm not. I'm still having fun. I still have a problem with the controls, but I understand it's not the game's fault. It's the time it came out. Don't take me out of context, people. I like Ocarina of Time. It's great.
That's one thing I really hope if it does come to Switch that they do the dual stick controls.
And make it
that
smooth,
would fix
please.
it.
Can we just make it smooth also?
Yeah,
I mean-
I think it does need a little bit. I think it does need a little bit of help in that
Yeah.
department. But you know what else? While you're on that,
Yeah.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but I did pick up again for like the 3rd time. I did pick up Majora's Mask on 3DS.
That's right. You had mentioned that.
It was at Walmart. It was at Walmart for $10, man. I was like, there's no way I can let this. It was one copy, $10. It's like, there's no way I can let this stay here. I can't.
Yeah, no way.
So
You gotta pick
I
that
did
up.
get that. Yeah.
Is
So
there anything
besides
else?
that,
Yeah.
have you been playing anything else?
I mean, not significantly. Not a lot of time. I can't. I forget the games I play half the time. What games have you been
Yeah. I mean,
playing?
honestly, like I said, this week was really busy.
Yeah,
I streamed Breath of the Wild last night. That was the first time I picked up my Switch, I think, all week.
I was there.
Um, you were there. It was fun. We got a lot done last night. I'm really enjoying that DLC. I cannot believe I didn't dive into that DLC earlier. I just let it sit there. I was like, meh, bike's cool. I don't need it. I'm not really playing the game that much anymore. I kind of moved on. As I beat the game and kind of like let it sit for a while and then came
Yeah.
back to it. And there was DLC, but it was like, I still have so much to do. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then I started over.
Yeah,
Then I started over again. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna do the DLC now, obviously. So I don't know. So that was cool. We're two of four, I think, before I get to the final guy to fight to get the bike. It takes a full stream to do each one. I didn't realize it was going to be so much. We did the initial part in one stream, and then it opens up into 4 different things after that. So we've been doing one of those big sections each stream. So hopefully next week after that, that'll be done. I'll have a bike. That'll really help the Korok hunting out a ton.
for sure. I've been getting some serious FOMO watching you play the DLC.
Right? I'm
It's
saying,
fun.
dude, it's good. It is. And you know what? The thing about it is, well, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't played it, but you replay parts of the game. You replay some things in the game, and they are so much better than the original version. They're so much better, like 1,000 times better. It's like, where was this when I was complaining about that part of the game? You know what I mean? Like, where was this?
Were they
So
too proud to make an update midway through the life cycle of the game with the, like I think it was good that they added that to the DLC, but they could have added something else to the DLC and just made a quality of life update mid cycle of Breath of the Wild and add that in
like
there.
an option, like a difficulty option that's not.
That's an idea. That's not where I was going. I was going with a complete replacement.
They did put the difficulty option in there. It's called Master Mode.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not down with that.
There's gonna be naughty words coming out of my mouth when we start talking about Master Mode. We're clean here today.
So besides that, we have to talk about this. I don't know if Narchu is here, if he's listening right now. I'm sure at some point he will be listening to this. You and him have been going back and forth about Miitopia being a kid's game.
That's right. Hard arguments.
Very heated arguments in the Discord. So I said we didn't do this live last week. So it was the week before that. I said I'm gonna play it that week. I'll play it, and then we'll come and talk about it live this week, which would have been last week, but I didn't play it. So today I downloaded the demo. And I played. I want to say I played close to 2 hours of this game. I got to the point where I met the traveling mage, and I had two partners with me as I was walking around. I named one of them Kenny Powers because he looked like Kenny Powers from Eastbound and Down.
Makes total sense.
And then there was another guy who was just this cool looking dude, and I was like, this guy looks like a G, so I just named him G.
Not after Geeb, right? Just G.
No, Geeb, you were in the game too, but I made you the big bad guy.
Oh,
you were the big bad guy.
Oh, where was I at?
I made you the big bad guy. And you know what sucks? I didn't make any other of the me's. I made mine like, that kind of looks like me, whatever, that's fine. But I spent time on it. Because I wanted it to look funny whenever you were the big bad guy.
Did you get on my good sides? Did you make sure?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was perfect. I'll have to show it to you. I think it's pretty close.
Did you get my guns in there? Gotta get the guns. Remember, the people love the guns.
I had the bald head, the guns, the beard, and the way that your mouth was, though, I had to make the mustache part of the beard like bigger.
Yeah.
To make it like look right on the me. And then when it went to the big bad guy's head, for some reason your mustache was like this over his nose. And I was like, well, this looks stupid. But it did say that his name was Geeb, which was cool. Now, we have to get into this game a little bit because I said I was going to do it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, guys, but I know some of you are actually interested in me my opinion in their argument.
I'm eagerly awaiting what you have to say.
So here's what I'm going to say. Like I said, I played a good bit of this game. I played a lot. I got as far as, if anybody's played it, I went to the traveling mage. I made her a girl. Her name was Meg. She looked like a Meg. I named her Meg. Because I didn't make Miis. I don't have any Miis. I just picked random ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to get the game going. So I made it pretty far. It wasn't, I'm going to say about 2 hours. This game is
drum roll, please.
It's not very good.
Uh-oh.
It's not very good.
Oh, Narchi's gonna be mad.
It's really boring. It's really boring, honestly. And I feel like here's the biggest thing. I'm gonna say this, but then I'm also gonna say another thing. The game is very boring, and it seems to me like it wants to be Paper Mario. It wants to have the humor, which it doesn't. It falls flat. It's not there. I can see them trying a little bit, like here and there. The gameplay is not good at all. It's not good at all. And the story, as far as I got, was a snooze fest. I mean, there was nothing in that part of the demo that made me say, "Ooh, I can't wait to see what happens next. I want to buy this game."
Right.
No, I'm good. 2 hours, I'm good. That being said, I think one of the biggest reasons I don't like it is because I am not somebody who's really interested in its main gimmick, which is the me creation. Like, I don't care about that. That's the thing. I don't care about that at all. So for me, it's like, do I, I guess maybe I'm missing some of it with that, because I do think it, like I said, I thought it was very funny that you were the bad guy. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, I got a really good laugh out of that.
Yeah.
But
as you should.
I don't know, man. it just now, as far as saying it's a kid's game, I do and do not agree with you.
You're allowed to disagree with me. It's okay if you disagree.
I agree. Okay, here's the category I put this game in, as far as like on the scale of like if my 5-year-old could play this game. Okay. My 5-year-old could not play this game. No way. The entire thing is reading. The entire thing is reading. All of it. Unless you're hitting a couple buttons to feed somebody or do an attack. And the combat system is
I'll let you go.
tired, by the way. The combat system is tired.
Don't set me off, man. I'm gonna go off. We're gonna blast off here.
Sleepy combat system. But it's not a kid's game, but I would put it in the same category as a game like Yoshi's Crafted World or Yoshi's a Yoshi game. It's like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm like that's where I put this type of thing.
It's for everyone, but it's like what's compared to like a Mario game. Most Mario games are, rated everyone.
No. Mario games are for everyone. This is not.
It's
close enough for everyone, but this is like your Training Wheels Training Wheels RPG game.
Yeah, I was getting there. I was like yes, Mario games are for everyone. This is not that. Miitopia is not a game for everyone.
Yeah.
It's a step below. Yeah. Now, if you want to go as far as what I'm saying, as it is just for children, that's as far as I'm going with it. You don't have to go that far, but you have to agree it's not a game for everyone. It's just not.
No, it's not a game for everyone. It's not. You have to be really into the RPG stuff. You got to be into the me stuff, because that's it. Like, if you're not into the me stuff, it ain't for you. It's fine. We're not going to stay on this too long, but I do not agree.
Yeah.
It is not a kid's game, because my kids couldn't play it because they can't read.
The reading is incredibly simple. It's very simple reading. It's not like you're reading novels.
It doesn't matter. My 5-year-old is just learning to write letters. She can't put them all together yet. She's just learning to write letters. So I don't care.
Yeah.
It's fine. Whatever. If you like it, you like it. If I'm taking sides as far as is it a kid's game or not a kid's game, I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna go on Narchu's side and say it is not a kid's game.
Fair enough.
but I don't like it. I think it's dumb. So there you go. Anyway, what else we got? What else we working with here? What are we doing tonight? Oh, I know what we're doing tonight. You don't have to tell me. I already know. Leaks. Man,
Not the kind that you use the restroom with. We're talking about,
leaks.
guys, it is currently what's the month? It's June the 4th. Yesterday, June the 3rd, was supposed to be a big day for Nintendo.
We were supposed to be pre-ordering Switch Pros, man. Pre-ordering Switch Pros. And you know what? We're not even going to get into all the leak stuff yet, because that's going to finish up this whole thing, and we are going to stay on that for a long time.
Yes.
We do have one thing before we jump into the two main topics of the show here. We do have to do our beer of the week.
Oh yeah, I just finished the beer of the week 2 weeks ago. I just finished.
Oh yeah, you had an extra one from 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
Nice.
I still had a few left over. Yeah.
I have mine, but before we get into all the leaks and all the the stuff, we're gonna go into this E3. We got a little bit of information about E3, which is nice. Let's see what you're drinking, man. What do you got?
Tonight, and I brought two down just because they're matching couple, and we're not going beer tonight. Tonight we're going with some seltzer. We got Truly seltzer.
Oh my god,
lemon and lime. I'm living the high life here.
I'm so glad you have that.
I'm gonna go ahead and just get for the listeners. Let's just go ahead and give them a nice crack of this Truly, which is so wet I can't get my fingers underneath.
Truly, I've had that one. That's actually pretty good. What flavors do you have?
Hold on, wait. Just gotta get a shush real quick. There we go. Record that one. Bush. What'd you ask me?
What flavors are they?
Lemon and lime. Ooh, that's like Sprite.
Lemon and lime.
That's like Sprite.
Oh, dude, yeah, Truly. I've had
Zero
Truly ones. I've had a lot of the Truly ones, man.
1 gram of sugar. I had one of these the other night. They're spectacularly tasty for as little as what's in here. There's nothing in here. 1 gram of sugar, nothing else except for alcohol and seltzer. It's delicious.
They're okay. They're pretty good. Seltzers are okay. Well, so that's cool. I like your drink. I do like it. But since we're talking about leaks, guess what? Your drink, your drink of the evening, your beer of the week was leaked. I knew what you were getting, so I got myself a seltzer as well.
No way. Did you get the same thing?
I did not get the same thing.
Oh man! For a second, I thought you were talking about.
I got the real thing.
Yeah.
I got a White Claw.
Oh.
White Claw mango.
Keeping it censored here, but you're absolutely the biggest basic bee in this whole world we're living in right now with this chat and everything.
Pumpkin spice.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
White Claw. Yes. I did go with mango. I do like mango. We'll give it a nice little pop here. Bush. Oh, it is tasty. There's nothing. There's nothing in there. It's like, it's such a just a nice. I want to say it's a muted flavor, but it's not. I don't know. It's hard to explain these seltzers. They're very hard to explain. They're very good, but there's not a lot to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you had Truly before? This is my first time.
Yeah, I've had it. It's good.
It's flavorful. It really is. And I've had White Claw, and it's not to say it's not tasty, but it's definitely not nearly as flavorful as Truly. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm saying there is a lot of flavor in here, and this lemon is delicious. So
it truly has a lot of flavor.
It's truly delicious.
It's truly delicious.
Truly, not a sponsor.
Yeah, definitely not a sponsor. That'd be great.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, I went mango though.
Mango.
And I do this every time it starts to get warm. I start getting these. Ooh, I'd like strawberry. Ooh, mango. All these fruit flavor. I'm like, yeah, the Caribbean. It's nice outside. I'm gonna stand on the porch.
We'll get my maracas.
I got nothing to do, but I'm gonna drink this on the porch because it's warm outside.
For a second, I thought you were going the route of Abby texted you and be like, yo, he's drinking this tonight. That's where I thought you were going with your joke.
Oh, no.
I was about to get really happy.
Honestly, I just heard you slip up earlier and say that you
Yeah.
had a seltzer, so I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, leak.
Leak. Rumor
I'm
confirmed.
putting it on Twitter. Leak. Rumor confirmed. Hmm.
All right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, let's get into the
Bull aside. What are we getting
yeah.
into here tonight?
E3. Nintendo has announced their plans, at least, which are weird now because we thought we had it all figured out because we thought the Switch Pro was coming yesterday, which it didn't. Get into that later. They're going strictly hardware. I'm sorry, strictly software. We will not see any hardware at E3, which is fine because they have a lot that they could potentially show here. I mean,
Yeah.
since like I said, this show is all about leaks tonight. It's leaks. We got leaks everywhere. Coming through the ceiling, they're everywhere. All the leaks that we have of these games. What do we have? Donkey Kongs. We got Metroids. We got we're hearing Mario Kart 9s are coming. We don't know. It's hard to believe any of them at this point, especially just recently because we just got bamboozled pretty hard yesterday.
I didn't, but
Yeah, whatever. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the direct is 40 minutes. The direct itself, 40 minutes. Now that's pretty much the amount of time they had the last direct, right?
Yep.
I can't remember exactly how long it was.
40
it was
minutes.
Close to that.
Give or take.
That's when we got a lot of stuff in that direct. Like, a lot of people were like, "Oh, they haven't had a direct in so long. This wasn't good enough. This wasn't good enough." I thought it was great. I really liked that direct. I mean, obviously I was really happy when I saw Skyward Sword and the Joy-Cons. I think I was more excited about the Joy-Cons than I was Skyward Sword, but
yeah. Well, what games do you
here nor
expect
there.
to see in the direct portion of the direct? Because we got the Treehouse after, and of course we can get into that later. But as far as the direct is concerned, that 40 minutes block, what games do you expect them to talk about? Are we getting into Zelda 35 anniversary territory? Are they doing nothing Zelda related besides what they've already announced in Skyward Sword?
No.
I mean, what are we doing here?
I think, okay, as far as 35th anniversary stuff goes, we'll jump into that in a second. Let's go with the stuff I know they're going to show, like 100%. And it's going to be very quick, and we'll get to that in a second. But I think we're going to see just a reminder, just a quick reminder, and it'll probably take us in or something, take us into whatever 35th anniversary stuff that they're going to show us.
Yeah.
We're going to get a reminder, like, hey, these Joy-Cons are going to be available. This game's available. Don't forget about Skyward Sword HD. And they will probably tell us more information about it, but we'll get to that. Another one I know we're going to see because it's coming out, 10 days later, is Mario Golf.
Oh, yeah.
It will be quick. I think we'll see that quick. That's probably going to be like, whatever. We'll see a quick little trailer. Maybe a cut trailer of maybe little portions of stuff that we've already seen.
Yeah.
And I think we'll see more of them, but I think we'll see them later on. Other than those two things, I have this pulled up here. Let's go to Nintendo's website here. Now, we have the two, that's two I forgot there. We've got the Pokemon remakes, and we've got Arceus, which, let's stop here for a second. I did just see this, and again, it's a leak, so, we all hate those now for at least another couple weeks till we warm back up to them. But I did see this today, and it was interesting. And it was from the same people that were saying that I think that it was going to be dropped on Thursday. So same people who said it was going to be dropped on Thursday, the Switch Pro, were saying that Arceus Legends, Pokemon Legends Arceus is going to be one of the games that's like the premier games on the Switch Pro. Like, it's going to look incredible on Switch Pro. Like, that's like the one that they're going to be showcasing.
Quickly. I haven't heard you say it until right now, and I haven't heard that myself.
I just saw it like 2 hours ago.
That makes a lot of sense because
Yes,
all the
it
people
does.
who've
It
been
does.
complaining about what it looks like, the fact that we didn't even see shrubbery, all we saw was grass and janky Pokemon in the distance. All the people who were talking about that, this is the answer. And that makes so much
Yeah.
more sense in my brain now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. And like they had this picture. I don't think obviously it wasn't in game or anything, but like they just had this picture of I, I hate to go back to me not knowing Pokemon names again. But what's the big one? The big blue dragon looking one that
Gyarados.
Magikarp turns into, right?
Gyarados, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So imagine like you're down by the water in Breath of the Wild and there's these huge cliffs around you and there's just one of those things like
Yeah.
in the water coming towards you.
Yeah.
That's the picture they had, but it looked like it was like 4K and kind of in that game engine.
Oh
And it just
my
gave me that
God.
sense of like, holy
Ugh.
crap, that would be actually amazing. So
I got a
I
Poke
think,
boner. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I mean, I think that's probably we're gonna see some stuff there. I wouldn't be surprised if we see. I don't know. I feel like we need. Maybe that's going to be at this E3 too, because Pokemon hasn't done their own thing. We kind of expected them to do their own thing, and they didn't. They just gave us dates. They were just like,
yeah,
there's your dates.
that's a good idea, man. That's you're on the right track. I mean, very probably likely it's not, but if we get a Switch Pro before E3, and what you're
And they
saying
can
is
show-
true,
Yeah,
I mean
right?
that makes so much sense. Even if we
It's
get
interesting.
a tiny bit more gameplay than we did before, but even just updated, because that last
Just
gameplay,
that gameplay,
was
but not
very early access.
not poo poo.
Yeah,
Yeah, not poo poo. So there's that.
not Korok poop.
I mean, we can go through the leaks. I mean, we'll go through the leaks because I mean that's just stuff I think everybody kind of is sort of expecting to see. We have a lot of stuff that's just due.
Yep.
Honestly, like we need a new Donkey Kong game. It's past time for a new Donkey Kong game.
Yep.
Way past time. And there's lots of rumors out about something like that. So I think that's possible. I mean, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because the leaks rumors say it's a 2D one, and that kind of upsets me because I want a 3D Donkey Kong game.
It'll probably end up being like Link's Awakening 2D. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a side scroller. I guarantee it. It's going to be a side scroller.
Yeah.
It's going to be like Tropical Freeze. Tropical Freeze was great. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed Tropical Freeze. It was really good. It's very, very hard. It is so hard. But there's that. I don't think we're going to see any like Mario games. But man, I'm still banking. I'm still
Odyssey
to
2?
this day. I am all in. No, I'm all in on Mario Kart 9 of some sort at E3.
Ah, yes.
I said this whenever they announced that they were actually going to be at E3. I did a video and I was like, dude, Mario Kart 9, it's happening. I am sticking to that. I really, really think this is the year we're getting Mario Kart 9. I think that's going to be like the big thing. Like the thing is like Mario Kart, like, oh, we have one more thing to show you. And it's just a cinematic trailer for Mario Kart 9 or maybe a little bit of gameplay. And it just says, boom, holiday 2021.
You know what? I can't remember exactly where my stance was as far as timing wise. Did I say September with Mario Kart 9? Is that what I said? Whatever.
September for you have said September for everything.
Zelda related.
You think September?
Zelda related. Zelda related and Switch Pro related. Yes. For E3 though, that would if they're gonna do Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart Ultimate, whatever it ends up being, E3 makes a lot of sense especially because it doesn't matter. Switch Pro doesn't matter here with Mario Kart 9. It's gonna look the same on both. But
September's open for a big release right now, and so is October. And there, are leaks from the Switch Pro, and this isn't even the other leaks. This is from the Bloomberg report, which we're gonna get into all this in a little bit. Bloomberg was saying that Nintendo is actually planning on releasing this thing in September or October, the Switch Pro. So that if Mario Kart 9 does come out,
yeah,
maybe they come together. I don't know. Obviously at this point,
holiday.
Who the hell knows?
In my brain, right now, it's Mario Kart 9 Ultimate will be the holiday game of 2021. December release.
I think
that will be the game. Well,
honestly,
maybe not December, but like November.
November's
something like that.
That's the thing, though. November's got
somewhere
Pokemon.
in there.
They can still do an October release and it be like
October,
the
sure,
big holiday game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Pokemon kind of supplements that. And then they got Arceus coming out like the next month,
Right.
late the next month. Like they've got it covered. Like one more game there, they've got it covered. One more big game. Obviously, there's going to be a few more, but I mean, that could be in that spot. Who knows? Breath of the Wild 2 could be in that spot. We don't know. I think that's something we are 100% going to see at E3. I think we're going to see a bunch of Breath of the Wild 2. I think it's going to be a Breath of the Wild 2 extravaganza. Oh, before we move on too far, I will say Adam says Mario Kart 9 muscle, but he also spelled cart with a C, not a K. Relevant to the conversation, so I did want to include it. Thank you.
There you go.
But yeah, dude, Breath of the Wild 2, I think is going to be, that was the one big thing 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't have one last year. I think we see the same thing with Mario Kart 2, but I think we see Breath of the Wild 2 in a way more prominent role in their E3 lineup, and I think that's also the thing that really holds the whole 35th anniversary thing that they're probably going to end up doing. That at this point, I thought they would do it before. I was clearly wrong about that. Clearly, we're way out of that window at this point.
Oh yeah,
but E3, I think, might be the time that they start talking about some of that stuff. I think Breath of the Wild 2 is what they end that entire little conversation with. But I'm telling you, I'm still a believer. I think we get Ocarina of Time HD. I think we get Majora's Mask HD. Maybe. I'm starting to sway a little bit on that one, but still, it's possible. It's possible, and I think we're getting the 2 HDs that are already done at some point in the next year and a half. I mean, even if it goes into 2022, like February or something like that, I think both of those are coming for sure.
Yeah.
So
I don't listen. You think what you just said? You said Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be something at E3. That's not my game here. I don't think that's happening. I think we're again, like I've said over and over. I could be wrong. I'm sticking to it though. September is Zelda. That is Zelda announcement month. We're getting Zelda everything announcing in September.
Not have to wait going that to be
long. Announcements is September, and then we will get it in our hands soon after that. October, November,
I don't
December,
want to even wait that long.
Up until March 2022 is when I think we're getting Breath of the Wild 2. Whether they announce it tomorrow, whether they announce it in E3, it's not going to be until 2022 that it's going to be in our hands. It's not going to be the holiday game. No chance. No chance.
I don't. You think Breath of the Wild 2 is not going to be the holiday game?
No, it will not be. Not 2020.
No, I don't think
2021.
I think it has a chance to be still. It has a chance to be. It definitely has a chance to be. Depending on if this whole Mario Kart thing that I think's going on. No, obviously not. If not, it still could be. It definitely still could be, especially if they're planning on releasing that Switch Pro around that time.
Yeah,
it definitely could be.
And here's why I think we're not getting Breath of the Wild 2 for the holiday this year. Number one, it's not ready. They're not ready with it yet. Number two, we're getting other Zelda stuff that's going to be ready for the holidays, that will be holiday games, but it's not going to be the focal point. Because like we've talked about, I think we're both in agreement, Mario Kart 9 is the focal point of the holiday this year, 2021 holiday game for Nintendo. I think we're getting lots. We're not getting the cake yet. We're going to get the icing and sprinkles before the cake. The cake will be in 2022. The sprinkles and the icing is the games like this, Ocarina of Time HD, Majora's Time. What's the game's? Majora's Mask. Sorry, too many stuff here. Majora's Mask. I'm messing up here, but yeah, I mean, Wind Waker. I think we're getting a Wind Waker in this year.
Man.
We probably will have that game in our hands for the holiday. You can buy that for your kid this year or yourself, whatever you're buying it for. But yeah, I mean, I think there's plenty of Zelda. There's plenty of Zelda that we're gonna get in 2021. Breath of the Wild, they're not gonna rush that game. They're gonna get that game just right.
You are right there. They will not rush it. If it's not ready, it's not coming. And I'm totally fine with that. 1,000% fine with that. I do think it has a possibility though. Okay. Other than that, I mean, I think we are going to see a lot of Zelda stuff. Other than that, we've got the Metroid stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
That's another one that keeps being talked about. I think it's possible. I don't know. I don't even want to go with my full predictions like this week. I'd like to actually come back next week. Like we can talk about all this stuff that's like rumored now, but next week I want to do a full on like this is my predictions, this is what I'm sticking to, and then we'll just see where we're at.
That's a great idea. I will do that myself.
Obviously, we've got the 2D Metroid that's been rumored. I'd like to see that. That'd be really cool. And then, Metroid Prime 4, something, maybe. I mean, it's been a while. A cinematic trailer wouldn't be crazy. And you know which one you know what game I almost forgot about? I was just thinking in my head, like, is there anything other thing I'm forgetting? Bayonetta 3 is still not out. It was announced like I think dinosaurs were still alive when it was announced, and it's still not out. We haven't heard a damn thing about that. Not a damn thing. If that doesn't come out this year, man, like, what happened? Like, did they restart development on that too? Because, dude, it's taken forever. It's crazy. It's crazy how long we've been waiting for that game.
We've been waiting for so long that wasn't even like a Switch fan when that game was even first announced.
Yeah, you haven't played like
I have
Bayonetta 2, have you?
No, and now I have a podcast talking about Nintendo, and I haven't even heard
Dude.
of it.
Yeah, dude, Bayonetta 2 is awesome.
I believe you. I believe you. I'm interested. But we talked about last week a little bit of how, like, or was it 2 weeks ago? Where, like, I have so many games I want to play, but I can't get to them right now.
Yeah, you'll get to them. You'll get to them
eventually.
And then that's another thing. So I mean, that's who knows what we're gonna see? We're gonna see a lot of stuff. I do think this is gonna be a show that's this is gonna be one of those me sitting here losing my damn mind type of shows. You know what I mean? Like literally falling over. Like, are you serious? That, and then whoa! Right after that, you're gonna show me. I think we're gonna see one of those type of shows. I think it's gonna be big, especially since everything just fell apart last year. I think they have so much stuff just sitting back, just ready. Like, we got this, that, we get this, I think there's so much. It's gonna be good.
What kind of non-Zelda games do you expect to be at not the treehouse, but the actual direct itself? We kind of talked about Mario Kart 9 possibly. I mean, what do you expect to see?
All right, okay. The treehouse is 3 hours. There's going to be a lot there.
Yeah.
There's going to be a good bit of stuff there. I think I'm going to stream the treehouse too.
The whole thing?
Yes. Like, I'm going to stream the 40 minutes by myself, but I actually mentioned something to Switch Corner too. I was like, maybe we should just all stream the treehouse together for like 3 hours, like everybody.
That'd be interesting.
It would be interesting, right? I mean, why not? I don't know.
Hey,
we'll see what happens with that.
My people will contact your people, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. They'll lunch. They'll figure it out. So I think for sure 2 things we'll see at the treehouse, and I kind of alluded to this earlier. I think we're going to see Skyward Sword HD in the treehouse. We're going to see a lot of the stuff that we want to know about this game. What are the quality of life upgrades? All that, good stuff.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Beginning super chats.
We got a bitrate issue on the stream right now. Higher than recommended.
Everything's good on my end.
Okay. All right. I had to refresh, but it's still on. All right. Yeah. Okay. It's good. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
I think we're going to see a lot of stuff about Skyward Sword in the treehouse for sure. I think they're going to give us a lot there with that.
Oh,
I think they'll show us. Like I said, that little trailer during the 40 minutes, not spend a bunch of time on it, and be like gameplay, this, that, whatever during the treehouse.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Diamond and Pearl, for sure.
Oh
I
yeah,
want to see a little bit of that. Yep. I think we're definitely going to see that. We might. I think we will. I think we'll see Arceus too at the treehouse.
That's a hot take.
I'm hoping all this stuff's running on the Switch Pro too. I don't think that's a hot take.
You're expecting the Switch Pro to already be announced by E3, and you're at this point, which is looking unlikely. Let's be honest with ourselves. And also, you're expecting a game that has in such early state that not only is it going to be big enough gameplay to be shown at E3, but also going to be running on Switch Pro hardware. You are dreaming, sir.
Write it down, Geeb.
We don't have to. We're recording. We don't have to write it down. It's beautiful.
Write it down. Another one, 100% we'll see in the treehouse. Mario Golf. It's going to come out 10 days later. Like, they're definitely going to be going through the game modes, which I'm interested to see. I'm really pumped about Mario Golf. I'm extremely excited about Mario Golf.
Me too, man. I cannot wait for that first Geeb night. Even maybe
Oh,
not
it's
even
dude,
Jeeb
it's
Night.
gonna be
I
great.
mean, Jeeb Night, yes, but also just I might just stream the game.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
dude.
golf
That's what I'm
games.
saying. Like everybody hop in because we're doing speed golf. Like
Oh
let's roll.
yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
I want to say something. I said this. I think I said this last week after. Or I don't know when it was. It was last weekend when we were in the Discord. By the way, we are going into the Discord after this, guys. Anyone listening on audio or live right now, we are going to do a little after party, I guess, in the Discord chat. So if you want to join us there, we do that every week now.
For sure.
So anyway, I said something last week. Have you seen Bowser's outfit? Because it is absolutely fantastic.
I have not.
Dude, it is so good. It's the best one in the game. Far and away.
I can't wait to see it.
Far and away. It's so good. He looks like such a badass, dude. Anyway, we'll see some of that, I think. I mean, other than that, I don't know how much. I don't know. If let's say maybe we see Splatoon 3, some more Splatoon 3 stuff at E3. Maybe they'll give us some gameplay of that at the treehouse. That would be cool.
I didn't
know
even
a lot
think
of people
about
would
that.
like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of a weird one. I don't think we'd see it, but it's possible. Maybe they do something a little bit different when we get our Smash character at E3, which we will. Maybe we get to see some gameplay instead of waiting for its own little stream. Maybe there's like a little segment of the treehouse where we get to see that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it'd be great, right?
Yeah.
Waluigi's better. No, it's not. Sorry, I had to read that one. No, it's not. No, it's not.
I want to quickly mention that you kind of glossed over one of the big ones that'll absolutely 100% be at E3, which is going to be Game Builder Garage.
No, it won't.
Oh, you're right. Because
it
comes out already. Well, I have it in here anyway. I mean, it'll be out, but you got to imagine.
They may mention it
In the treehouse. In the treehouse, they get some gameplay.
Not the treehouse. They may mention it. It's possible. It'll be out though. Yeah, we'll be what 4 days into that one. $30, man. You can't not pick that up.
And $30 physical too, which I was mistaken about. I thought it was just the eShop thing, but it will be physical, which I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy physical, not on release day by any means, but eventually I'll pick myself up a copy of that.
And you know, I always say, if you're buying physical, check Walmart.
Check Walmart, yeah.
I almost went to buy DC Superhero Girls today. I'm gonna play it. Everybody thinks I'm messing around, but like my kids want it, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. It looks cool. It's a beat 'em up, dude. It's gonna be fun. It's $60 though, dude.
It's probably got lots of content. It's got to have content, right? I mean, listen. What's that? The Marvel.
DC.
Marvel.
It's the license. It's the license, dude. It's the license. I bet it's not that good. And when I get it, I'm gonna be disappointed. But my kids watch this show all the time. Like I know everything about this show. That's kind of why I want to play it because I know so much about it.
I mean, the Marvel Superhero Alliance. Is that the game? Am I calling that the right name, roughly?
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Ultimate Alliance 3. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Graphics don't impress me. Gameplay doesn't super impress me. Characters are underwhelming because it's not the same characters that were in the movies. It's the same characters. It's not the same likenesses. The likenesses are different.
Yeah, well, they're close.
And
to likenesses,
and that was a $60 game. I paid $50 2 years after it came out.
It's a license.
And this game, I'll be honest with you. Looking at this game running, the visuals look. I'm happy with the visuals. It's cartoony.
I looked at some screenshots today. It ain't great.
It's not great, but listen, is Marvel Alliance Ultimate Alliance better?
No, but I think it might be better than this. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, subjective.
It doesn't matter. My point was this is 50 at Walmart. That's why I was like, I might get it because it's 50 at Walmart, not 60. New releases are 50 at Walmart.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'll get it eventually. The kids want it. It'd be nice if I got a nice little discount on that one, but we'll see. We'll see.
We will.
Other than that, man, let's get into it, man. The Switch Pro did not release yesterday, or did not get announced yesterday. It didn't rear its head. We were all waiting in the bushes quietly with our night vision goggles. and nothing.
Nope.
Nothing.
A lot of people are
Now,
holding on like you until like midnight, and nothing.
I said 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Eastern. Once that time passed, I was like, that's it. That's it. Because we've seen some stuff at night. It's rare. Nothing, you know what I mean? Nothing really big at night like that.
Right.
Recently. But, you know, there's been stuff. Like, I think they announced, like, Labo was a brand new thing they announced at night.
I think
I
it's
can't even remember what else. There's been other things, too. I just can't remember.
There's a high possibility that game was, or the console was pushed purely because so hard these rumors were going. They probably,
oh my God.
it's very possible it's pushed next week.
I honestly think at this point, like you may be right about that because, and here's the thing. Let's get into this. I will admit I was ready. I let myself believe a lot of these leaks. I let myself believe a lot of them. And I was the one on here, 3 weeks ago saying, guys, they're leaks. Like we cannot take these 100% seriously. We have to take these, as everyone says, with a grain of salt. I hate that. I hate that expression so much, by the way. I don't know if I've said that. I know I have, actually. Anyway, I let myself believe everything because I want the Switch Pro. I want it. I want it to be out. I want it to be here. I mean, it's a thing. I don't think it's not a thing now. You know what I mean? I think it's still coming.
Yeah.
When we'll get into, but I let myself see all this stuff. I let myself see all these internal listings, which there were a lot of them. There was one from Best Buy. There was a few from Amazon, like places all over the world were having these things pop up. And the one from Best Buy, as far as I was understanding, the one from Best Buy was not updated by Best Buy. It was updated by the distributors.
Okay.
Which is that's not just some kid at Best Buy like, oh, we're getting a Switch Pro and I better put it in the system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and again, rumor. We don't know if that's fact. I let myself get a little, but you know what? At the same time, it's like I'm not the guy sitting here calling myself a journalist. Like I'm just a regular dude on the internet. I'm allowed to get hyped up for something. You know what I mean? I'm a Nintendo fan.
Yeah,
like
man.
I let myself get hyped up for it because I thought everything we had. I was like, yeah, this is a lot. Like this is a whole lot of stuff here. This is crazy. I really thought we were gonna see something. So I did hold on hope. We were into about noon yesterday, and I started putting in the Discord. I was like, guys, maybe tonight, like 7, 8 tonight, we'll see. But it ain't looking good. But I want to say this: if we take away all the leaks, okay, all the Reddits, the Twitters, the YouTubes, the BS, all the stuff that, there's no real credible anything behind it.
Yeah.
You take away all that and you only look at the Bloomberg article, right? If you only look at that and not all this stuff we got hyped up about a Thursday release, all this stuff we got hyped up about, stuff in the system, the Bloomberg thing's still in play. It's still in play. All they said is that it was going to come out before E3. We still have all week next week.
We do.
I mean, they're cutting it damn close at that point. Tuesday, they don't do things on Mondays. They never do things on Mondays. So the closest we would be able to see this thing would be Tuesday. I think it's still possible. But I mean, if you take away all the bull stuff, if you just get rid of all that and just go back to the one thing, Bloomberg is somebody that I'm okay believing Bloomberg. Like I can reel myself back in on these leaks and stuff, but Bloomberg, I'm okay with believing them. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I still have no problem believing that. Now,
It's not Tommy Potato
let's
on YouTube, being a leaker
right,
boy.
yeah. Like I said last week, Leaky McLeakerson.
Yeah.
They're not going to tell them if they change plans. And you know what? Maybe it was at one point scheduled for this Thursday. Like I do want to make that clear too. I'm not sitting here saying that all these people who put these leaks out that they're liars. I am definitely not saying that. I don't want that to even come across that way in the slightest bit, because they're probably not. They probably do have inside information, but like I said, like whoever's given them that inside information, who knows where they're getting it from and how often they get that information. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely,
if
man.
something
Stuff
changes,
happens. Stuff
that's what I'm saying.
happens
If
that
something changes, that person maybe doesn't get that information and they don't, leak it to whoever on Twitter,
yeah.
then they don't know. So they just go with what they know. There's I can't even imagine the layers that go into being a leaker. Like what a
Man,
stressful life that would be.
in this day and age, like you got to imagine that companies are like preparing that people are going to leak stuff, and they have to have like backup plans, false information thrown out there just in case.
Nintendo does it. I know for a fact Nintendo will put out several different things to different people in the company.
Yeah.
And then see what goes out, and they know exactly who they told that to. So
Yeah.
they find out who it was, like right there.
Yeah,
Like,
there
if
are
they think
ways
they've got somebody leaking stuff internally. That's how they do it.
There are ways that companies. I have to imagine. I don't know this. I'm just a guy speculating here, but there's got to be ways that these companies are protecting themselves, protecting their products, protecting their brands. That if something like this does happen with Bloomberg, at the very early, where Bloomberg quote unquote spoiled it, leaked it. That Nintendo was planned for this. They planned for it. They had a backup plan, which is probably just to push the date. And if we get a Switch Pro next week, that means that it was Thursday and they pushed it. I mean, I'm convinced of it because there's no way that they were wrong about this. If it comes out next week, there's no way they're wrong about it for this Thursday. That just means that Nintendo pushed it because they have nothing to lose. Yeah.
But you have to think about this too. Nintendo companies do this all the time too. This Bloomberg thing might be on purpose.
It could be.
I mean, companies leak stuff like that all the time, like these little things, and then make it act. They make it like, oh, leak. Leak.
Yeah, man.
They have not come out and said anything. Last time all this Switch Pro stuff really got a lot of fire under it and really started going. I mean, Nintendo came out and they're like, we are not releasing any new hardware this year. They plain out said it. And they've been on record several times this year during like shareholder meetings and stuff saying we're just not ready to talk about that right now. They don't say we're not putting out hardware this year. They say we're not ready to talk about that right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming. Now, let's get into some fun stuff with this. I had a question that I wanted to ask you, and I thought this was like I heard somebody else talking about this, and I was like, I want more opinions on this because this is a very interesting topic. Now, let's say we get a Switch Pro announcement. It's got a trailer. It's got, people playing games on it. What games are they showing being played on the Switch Pro?
Like we're talking right after they announced Switch Pro. What's the first few games?
I'm talking like in their trailer, like when you're looking over the shoulder, watching somebody play a game on the Switch Pro. What is that game?
Well, if we go
what
back,
are the games?
If we go back to the regular Switch, and if you Google on YouTube, Switch trailer, Switch whatever. The normal Switch we're talking about. You see Breath of the Wild 2. One. Yeah, the old one. You see the current one.
Yeah, but you know what else you see? This is the interesting part.
Go for it.
You know what else you see? You see Mario Odyssey. We didn't even know what we didn't even know what that game's name was at that point. We didn't even know what it was.
Really?
It was just like, oh my God, look at that. Yeah.
I didn't know that because I
didn't even know when they.
Yeah.
The first time you saw the Switch, no, you didn't know what Mario Odyssey was.
Did they announce that presser later?
I can't remember, but at the time, You didn't know.
That's it.
You
That's
didn't know.
information I needed to know. So thank you for telling me. I
Right.
didn't
No,
know
that's
that.
that's why I'm trying to lead you into this a little bit so I can give you some information because I know you didn't know that. So I'm trying to lead you in so you can try to. Now, that's what I'm saying. They were showing games that weren't even out. They were showing games in that people were like, "What's that? What's that?" Could we get like a Breath of the Wild 2 clip in the
Absolute.
trailer?
With you telling me that, I think
Right?
the game is close enough. There's no way the game is not close enough for a 30-second addition into a Switch Pro trailer.
I mean, what if what if we saw some like same thing, like Mario Odyssey? Like what if we see just some crazy Mario footage that we've never seen before? No clue what it is. I mean, that's pretty interesting to think about, isn't it?
That is incredibly interesting.
Yeah.
I'm
And
excited
like,
thinking about the possibilities. I mean,
right? I
because
know. Like,
if don't forget,
when you
don't
stop
sleep on Bowser's Fury. Okay, I mean that's the style.
I know.
That's the
I
style
know.
of game
Yeah.
that is going to be the next Mario game for sure. I mean,
Maybe.
I think it's for sure.
Now we don't know that.
We don't.
know
Of course,
that,
we
but
don't. We know.
I would.
We
I
don't know
would love to
anything.
see that. I would love to see that.
But who knows, man? We could get Bowser's Fury, like upgraded.
Just the full game. Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
And then like a day later, they're like, "This is what that was," or whatever. Or maybe at E3 we see what it actually was.
Or in September. Think about it. Think about it.
All right.
It's truly possible.
Goodbye.
It's truly possible.
I mean, listen. I know you're dead set on September. I don't know why, but man, you are dead set on September. Anyway, that's an interesting thing to think about. I have no idea what they would show. I mean, maybe they would show like some Splatoon 3. Maybe it is like Arceus. Maybe they show footage from that. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they're gonna just show like why show Breath of the Wild? Why show Mario Kart 8? Like, we already know what those look like. They're not gonna look that much better on the Switch Pro. We want to see what the new stuff's gonna look like. You know what I mean?
Arceus there's a significantly higher chance we see Arceus running in a Switch Pro trailer than we do Breath of the Wild 2 because we've already seen it. They've already showed it.
Right.
It showed it to us.
Right. I think you're right about that, and especially being Breath of the Wild 2 so high profile as it is. But then again, man, saw Mario, pretty high profile. Tough. Yeah. So that's something to think about. Another thing, we have not even touched on like what this thing is gonna look like. Like everybody's just kind of lost that. Like Bloomberg keeps saying like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like the same shape, but like, are we gonna get colors?
Like specs are one thing. They're not talking about specs, because we've heard
specs
tons of specs.
No,
what you're talking about?
There.
What are we touching?
I'm talking about what does it look like?
Well,
like, what is the actual visual difference to tell me that this is a Switch Pro?
Yeah.
Because as far as I can tell from what we've been hearing, it's gonna be the same shape.
Okay, so
basically,
before
like
the
Joy-Cons are going to fit on the sides the
Yes.
same way. We're gonna have the same Joy-Con compatibility, whether they have new ones or not. We'll see, but let's stop there real quick before we jump into what I just said. If they have new Joy-Cons, I will be very surprised at this point. Very, very surprised for one reason. They are going to piss so many people off who pre-ordered those Skyward Sword Joy-Cons to know that they're buying old Joy-Cons that also fit on the Switch, but now there's new ones. Unless they come out and say, oh, we didn't tell you this, but these are actually the upgraded versions. I actually did a video on that, but it kind of makes a lot more sense now. Like if they're going to upgrade them, like they would have to come out now and be like, well, we didn't tell you this, but these are the upgraded ones. Like they look the same, but
here's a little fabricated conspiracy theory coming from my mind as you're talking about that. Remember your video of the Monster Hunter Switch? Yeah, right. The Monster Hunter Switch, how you did your unboxing, and it clicks really nice, and clearly you can hear in the video. If you have good ears, you can definitely tell it sounds way different.
I did it when we were we had a bunch of people in the Discord on a call, and I was like, guys, like, tell me this isn't like clearly different. And I clicked
Yes.
the Animal Crossing Switch, which is pretty much brand new. And it's not like I beat the hell out of my stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I take care of my stuff. These Joy-Cons are loose. Every single I've had 4 Nintendo Switches, okay?
Yeah.
All the Joy-Cons have been loose except that one. Something was different there.
I
Something's
can't
different.
look. If anyone's thinking that you use your Switch too much or you wore it off, it's worn down. I'll debunk that right now because I have a pair of new Joy-Cons that I bought brand new, and I have a pair of Joy-Cons that were refurbished from GameStop. Clearly, like years, a couple years difference in age. They sound exactly the same when you pop them on. There's no difference. The wobble is a little. It's a little less wobble on the brand new ones, but that's just natural. The plastic is 2 years older than the other one. But as far as like what we're talking about the sound that it makes when it clicks in, the mechanism that it's on. It just sounds.
Slides in tighter.
It's tight.
It slides in tighter.
It's tight, man.
It is tight. It is tight. It is toy.
So that my conspiracy theory is maybe we already have the new Joy-Cons. We just don't know it.
It's possible, yeah.
And that's neither good or bad because maybe they still have drift, but they're the new ones.
They do. They 100%.
And they're still the new ones. So if you're looking for no drift Joy-Cons, yeah, it's gonna happen.
You're never gonna get them. You're never gonna get them.
No.
It doesn't even matter if they change it. You're never gonna get them. You'll never get that. Every single controller has that problem. Every one of them.
But okay, I know you've said that in the past. We've heard the story that yes, even the PS5 has drift right now.
The PS5, yeah, and the however much that stupid Xbox controller is,
yes,
it costs like crazy amounts of money.
But here's
Xbox
what I want to
over that because it's got drift.
Here's what I want to rebuttal with that is that right here on my display here, you can't see it that well, but it's a Forza Edition Xbox One controller that came out, I don't know when, like 2016, 2015, something like that. Man. It's very nice. I'll take it off. Hold on. It's got rubber on the back. This is the best feeling controller I've ever had. The triggers feel great.
I'm telling you.
Here's the thing though. 8 months. I bought this when it was new. I don't remember when. Mid 2010s. When I bought this, 8 months. It took 8 months, and this started to drift. Like before drift was drift. This is before the Switch. This came out before the Switch.
It happens, yeah, dude. It happens all the time. The problem is,
hold on. Before that,
go ahead.
I'm a big Xbox. I've been playing Xbox 360 since it came out, its inception. That was my introduction to not my introduction. That was my sequel to consoles in my house. Was the Xbox 360. My first one was a PS1.
Sequel? My God.
Yeah.
I'm so old.
Well, but dude, we didn't buy consoles. I was old enough to get a 64. But we never got that.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I was playing the original Nintendo, man.
Okay. Anyway, that's not the point. We can talk about how old you are in a different podcast. In this podcast, I have original Xbox 360 controllers, no drift, no nothing. I've thrown not this one. I'm just holding it for. I've thrown them. Dude, I would rage so hard at MLB 2K11, NBA 2K11 had a double pack with the baseball and the basketball. Man, I'd rage so hard.
Oh, I can imagine.
I threw controllers. I
see you get mad on stream. I can't imagine how you are.
When I was a kid and didn't pay for things and I was ungrateful, I would throw my crap everywhere.
Oh my God. I can just imagine.
Not broken. Not broken. They're fine. Totally fine.
Crazy.
No drift. So this is a conversation we can get into maybe another podcast, but I think it's an interesting one that people keep saying, no, it doesn't matter what control you have, there's going to be drift. That's not true. It's how they build them, and the 360 is a tank, man.
Well, here's the thing. You are 100% right in what you just said. Here's the thing. There is so much technology going into these controllers now. With the haptic feedback, all it's expensive. They have to cut costs somewhere. And where they cut it is the sticks. That's exactly what's going on. I can promise you. Because with all the science that goes into a Joy-Con, like just think about it. Like the HD
It's impressive.
Rumble,
it's impressive.
All the stuff, the IR, like everything that the Joy-Con has. Yeah, it's got a ton of stuff. And they're expensive, but like think about how much shit's packed in there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But the sticks suck. They're $2 sticks on Amazon. They're terrible. But that's where that's one of the places where they cut the cost to be able to put this other stuff in there and still sell it at an affordable price. Because you could probably have better sticks in there. You could probably have better everything in there, but it might cost $200. And who's going to buy that?
I have the SN actually again over here. The SM30 Pro Plus, not the version 2, the other one. It broke on me, not the sticks. I had a rumble motor, ironically, just pop out of its socket for some reason. So I got my little toolkit out I have here, popped it open. You'd be surprised. Now, actually, maybe you wouldn't, because you know how light and hollow it feels. I know you do. I'm talking to you specifically.
I have it right here.
Yeah, it feels because it is. It's hollow and empty.
Yeah, it's light.
It's not. I like the controller better than you do. I'm saying it's a nice controller. However, I will admit there's nothing in there. And I opened it to fix it. Nothing's in there. I opened a Joy-Con up. That thing is not only way smaller. It's small. First off, it's tiny. It's a tiny little baby controller, but it is packed so hard. It takes 2 hours to do anything in. And
it takes you 2 hours to do it.
Shut your mouth. And then this
it
big.
It doesn't take me that long.
But this big boy over here is empty, and it took me 40, maybe 30 minutes from start to finish when I realized it broke to fixing it on stream, which I have a highlight of on my Twitch. 30 minutes, and it was done.
Yeah.
Like, it's very not complicated.
I mean, I don't think the Joy-Cons are going anywhere. I think they'll be the same Joy-Cons.
Back to what we were talking about. Yes.
Whenever this thing's released, like they're going to be the same ones. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we went down a little bit of a road there, but hey, I brought us right back. Totally fine.
Absolutely.
So the leaks at this point, I'm not going to say that they're fake. I'm not going to say that they're fake. I will not sit here and say that, because these people, a lot of them get stuff right. The people who are saying stuff, they get stuff wrong too. But again, like, who knows how much this goes, you know what I mean? How many people it goes through before it gets to them.
Exactly.
How skewed it's been by the time they even get the information. We just don't know. So that's why, you can't let yourself get really wrapped up in that stuff.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I do trust Bloomberg. I trust Bloomberg. And if they say the Switch Pro is coming before E3, I still believe him. I mean, I guess next week, right? Maybe.
If it happens next week, then they were right, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, and here's the thing too. Here's another thing too. There's something else that a lot of people aren't talking about because it's really not that big of a deal. But Jeff Keighley's Summer Games Fest thing starts next week at the end of the week. There's going to be third party companies that are going to be a part of that too.
Yeah.
That could possibly show Nintendo games and also want to show the games running on the Switch Pro, not the regular Switch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you'd still, it didn't have to be this week. I think we all really wanted it to be this week.
Absolutely.
But it didn't have to be. Like, as long as it's in front of that's the first stuff that's coming. As long as my calendar is correct in my head, which I think it is, that's the first stuff that's coming. And it's late next week. So, I mean, as long as it's out for, I think, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, one of those days. I literally said the same thing last Sunday in a video.
Yeah.
But at this point, that's still very possible. Now, if it doesn't, let's go here. If it doesn't, then what? That's crazy, right? Then we're into territory like, have we been lied to our entire lives? Is the Switch Pro even a thing? Is Nintendo a real company?
Chris, I have one thing to say to you. It's a lyric from one of my favorite songs.
I thought you were gonna say September, and I was gonna end my video.
I was about to sing a different song in my head because I think I was gonna sing a song. September. I was gonna sing September. I ruined my own joke because I can't remember the lyrics of the song. So yeah, all right, see you guys.
I'll be gone. I think that's still November.
Yeah. No, but if we don't get it, that's another podcast. If we don't, that's an interesting that's an
Oh, I
interesting
know. Yeah,
E3
then
post
things
E3
really get interesting
podcast.
at that point.
Post E3 podcast, that is an interesting one if we don't get a Switch Pro,
Oh
which
my
I think
God,
is
yeah, we'll have
very
to talk
possible.
about that next week. That's crazy. Yeah, if it doesn't happen next week, like, dude, everything's changed at that point. Like everything we thought we knew is completely different. It's crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to hit up there, sir?
No, that's pretty much it. I think
Do you want to
covered
just
everything.
ever so quickly? You want to talk about colors because we didn't really talk about that. I think it's a little interesting to talk about. Like, could we get different colors? Now, Joy Cons. We're not getting new Joy Cons. You and I've already talked about that. That story's closed for this podcast.
Kind of where I'm going with all that stuff. Just my question is because like we got the one with the Switch. Like I'm not talking about different colored Joy Cons. I'm talking about a different color.
Right.
We
like
got the Mario one, the red one.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm talking about. Are we going to be able to get like a purple one, a blue one? Like, is that going to be a thing with this? My gut tells me no.
A clear one, please. There's so many people out there that want that
Oh my God.
that atomic purple
like that
Switch.
Atomic purple. I know, man. Everybody
Sign me
wants
up.
it. I hate it. I hate atomic purple.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Ouch.
Yeah.
Oof.
I think it sucks.
You gotta apologize. It's not here. It's behind my set.
Drip sucks. He hates atomic purple.
Boo.
Cancel Drip.
Here's a question.
I don't like
Could
atomic
we
purple
get
much.
could we get another Animal Crossing Switch? And if we do, could we get another
No.
ASMR unboxing from yours
My
truly?
God, where did
From
you find
yours
this?
truly.
My God, where did you? I wondered what you just pulled up. Why do you have it?
Oh my God, dude! I'm waiting all night to throw this at you.
Dude, this was a nice video. I'm
Oh,
gonna
it-
do this again sometime.
I don't know the guy. I wish I plugged this guy on YouTube. He's got a huge following. He doesn't need the plug, but he's an ASMR unboxing guy, which I'm sure that you knocked off, right? I mean, that's the idea you're going off of, because he doesn't speak. He just does what you're doing in this video. And
There's
guys,
like 10. There's like 15 people who do it.
And-
I've seen so many videos like that. Yeah, I was just like, honestly, I was like, I want to unbox it, but I don't have a damn thing to say about it. And I was like, I know what I'll do. I know exactly what I'll do.
For those of you in the audio audience, we're watching a little clip of
Good
Drip
Lord.
when he released his Switch Animal Crossing Switch unboxing, where he did an ASMR version. He's wearing the gloves. He's swiping all over the Switch. I could have turned the audio on for this and just so they could hear it, because you're not talking at all. You're making little sounds. You're crinkling the plastic. ASMR
Well, it
video.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When the copyright thing comes to me, I'm gonna say no. It's good.
Yeah.
It's on my channel.
Right. I would never do this unless it was your video.
Yeah, the Pokemon company can't do anything about this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Pokemon Loans like
So-
come after you and beat
I
you
don't
up.
know. I would like to see colors. I would like to see colors. I would like to see something different. My
Yeah.
guess is being if we are doing this $400 thing that it seems like we're doing.
Yeah.
My guess is it's not going to be colors. My guess is it's going to be super refined, very nice, maybe white.
Right.
I mean, it's going to be
White would be cool.
It's
I
gonna
saw a render today of a white Switch, and also, by the way, it had a new dock as well.
Oh yeah, I saw that thing where it had like a weird like a dock. I saw something with that. Yeah, that did look cool. That was a nice render. Maybe I'll use that in tomorrow's video.
Yeah,
That's a nice
it
render.
looks
I need
sick.
to find
It's a
that.
great render.
Yeah.
Nothing better than this
Um,
video we're watching here, though. Nothing.
Dude, there's lots better than this. There's a ton better than this. I don't know. I just I'd like to see colors.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's still very hard for me to picture this Switch just completely taking the place of the $300 Switch at $400. That is really
one-
hard for
no
me
way.
to wrap my head around.
No way. We don't need to talk about this because it's not happening. They're not cutting the regular Switch. They're gonna
And we don't know for sure. We don't know for sure that it's 400. I mean, it could be like 350.
It could be two different tiers. We could get a 1080p screen and a 4K screen. And
I mean,
one's
what I
350 and
would
one's
like to
400. Who
see-
knows?
What I would like to see is just a revamp of the one we have, and then a pro model, like a full on like. That's another fear I have too. I fear that we have all these expectations for 4K and DLSS upscaling and all this stuff, and
Yeah.
none of it's going to be there.
It could be just like
I do
another
have that fear.
revised number 2 or number 3 in this case, where if you guys remember the revised 2, it was nothing physical up, but the battery got upgraded and the new
No,
chip.
it was not the battery. It was the chip.
I'm
Which
sorry.
upgraded the battery.
When I said that the battery life was upgraded, the chip was
Yes.
replaced.
The chip was the only thing that was actually changed. Yeah.
And no graphical improvements whatsoever, just a battery upgrade. And
yeah. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but it concerns me because it's Nintendo, and sometimes they just do stupid things. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. We're gonna have to wait. It's gonna make for a great podcast.
oh, absolutely.
Next week, because either way, like I told you this earlier this week. Either way, whether we get it or not, we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Oh, for sure, man.
We did.
For those of you for those of you who listening or in the stream, I'm not ending by the way, but for those of you listening or in the stream, just keep an eye out. If there is news, the Drip and Geeb channel will be live, and we will not this channel, the Drip and Geeb channel will be live, and him and Chris and I will be definitely talking about what's happening. Like as soon as that information goes live, we will go live and talk about it.
Yes. We decided we're gonna do some of these like mini things like this over there on that channel. I think that's a good idea. We'll just go live over there, do the mini thing. Like the podcast will stay here for sure. I mean, at least until we get monetized over there, then we can move it over there.
Right.
right now we're keeping it here. If you're not following that or subscribe to that, make sure you do that.
Yeah. Are we finished? Is that gonna wrap it up?
I think we're done. Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
I mean, I think we did it. We did good.
That was a fun one. This was a fun one.
It was. It really was.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's going to wrap up today's podcast. For those of you in the stream, we're not done. Stick around, and we're going to get to your super chats if we haven't already got to them in just a second. For those of you listening, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Don't forget to follow the Drip and Geeb YouTube channel for all the video for the video format of this podcast, and make sure to tune in every Friday at 9:30 Eastern for the streams. You can check out me, Uncle Geeb, on Twitch, twitch.tv/Uncle Geeb, and you can check me out on my YouTube, youtube.com/Uncle Geeb. You can check out Drip Media Gaming at twitch.tv/Drip Media, or at his YouTube, which we're live at right now, youtube.com/Drip Media Gaming. Again, as always, guys, thank you, patrons and YouTube members, for supporting us. It goes a super long way. And also super chatters, shout out to you guys. It goes a super long way to help us continue to make this, and really just goes a long way to support us. And we really, really appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for listening to this podcast, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace out. All right, YouTube, what's up? We have one super chat we have not addressed. I just laughed at it because I just went back up to it. Brett says, "I love you guys."
Oh, you should have brought that into the podcast, man.
I think you were talking at the time. I saw it come through, but it moved kind of quick, and then I was looking back here.
I don't see it anymore, but thank you, Brett.
Again, guys, if you have anything else you want to talk about now's the time to put it in, because I'm going to start actually looking now.
Here we go. Jason Kendra, how would you rank?
Hey,
what's up, man? Thank you so much. How would you rank the PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox? He says you. So he's talking to you because this is your channel. So you go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Now that question could mean a lot of things.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. End your audio because I forgot to. Stop. There we go.
Okay, so while I'm talking, or ending this here.
Podcast logistics, guys. Sorry.
All right. Audio is stopped. I need to know what you mean. Are you talking about a certain system or just company to company?
Yeah.
Company.
So just follow up with that. You don't have to super chat. Just follow up. Like, do you mean the company?
Are you talking about just in general, or like PlayStation 5 versus Switch versus like Series X? Because those are they pretty much have the same answer. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I want to be able to talk about them the right way.
Yeah.
Oh, Narchu's in here. Hey, man, you need to go back and watch the whole thing because I don't agree with you fully, but I do agree with you. Miitopia is not a children's game.
Jason, you did comment again. Just be more specific. Are you talking about the consoles that those companies put out? Or are you talking about the?
No, he's talking about just PlayStation, Xbox. I got you.
Okay, go for it.
We'll do ranking. This is tough. It's tough. Number one, easy. It's Nintendo. I don't care. Like I know, graphics, woo. Like I don't care. I don't care. I love Nintendo. I love Zelda. I love Mario. I love everything about the company. Not everything. That's going a little far. I love Nintendo. I have since I was a kid. Like, it was it for a while. And we weren't a Sega house. We were a Nintendo house. We did get some PlayStations after that. Now, the Xbox and PlayStation thing is a very interesting. That's interesting for me. 6 months ago, I would have said it was easy. It was PlayStation. 6 months ago, I would have said that. However, certain things have changed. One, I got Game Pass back without. I don't even own an Xbox. I don't own an Xbox, and I have a PlayStation 4. I haven't got either of the other new consoles yet because, one, I'm broke, and two, you can't find them anywhere. So either way, I'm not having one anyway. I don't get one. So I haven't got either of those. Luckily, a lot of the stuff's coming to the PS4 that I want to play. That's, PlayStation exclusive. So if I want to play that, I can. On the other hand here, I don't even need to own an Xbox whatsoever to play most of Xbox games. They just come to Game Pass. So for a while, yeah, like PlayStation was it. But man, Game Pass changes things for me at this point. Honestly, it's a lot closer than it used to be. I think I still may give the edge to Sony a little bit just because I really like a lot of their exclusives, like the Spider-Man's, God of War. I have Horizon. I started Horizon Zero Dawn 6 months ago. Haven't finished it. Maybe I'll stream that. I'd love to play through that, especially with a new one coming out. It's going to be on PS4 too, so I don't even need a PS5. But I'm going to go ahead and say it's Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, but the Xbox and PlayStation thing are neck and neck at this point, and that could change very easily.
Yeah. We have another super chat from Adam Drip. Are you liking the Bad Batch?
I am absolutely loving the Bad Batch. I haven't seen this week's episode.
I wanted to talk about that just a tiny bit because it's a good one. It's
a half an hour. After we get off here, I'll watch it real quick and we can talk. It's a half an hour.
Oh man, yeah.
Are you gonna have time? I know you got stuff to do.
Yeah, I'll make time. This is too much fun.
Okay. So I have not seen today's episode. I was too busy watching AMC stock today. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff. It's been a lot of my days. I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching AMC stock pretty hard.
I'm keeping my eye on it as well. So.
And then I had a bunch of stuff with my bank. Did some weird stuff when I put a check in there the other day, and I had to do a bunch of that this morning. So
adult
took a lot
stuff.
of my day with that. I have not seen this episode, but up until last week's episode, I'm 100% on board. I think it's great. Hari actually told me that last week's episode, I may consider it a little bit of filler. Once I watched it, I was like, dude, this is awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't filler.
Filler.
I heard that too. I heard him say that, and I was like, after I watched it, I'm like, it's not filler.
I was like, dude, am I gonna think this is filler? Like, I'm pretty like filler.
There was half
it.
of Clone Wars, half of the 7 seasons, maybe more than half was filler. So
God, there's so much.
So yeah, it's understandable.
Remember, it was on like Fox 53.
Well, I don't remember. I didn't watch it, but yeah.
it was like a show that needed to have long seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was a Saturday morning cartoon type of show.
Yeah.
So it had to have long seasons. I didn't think this last episode was filler at all. I thought it was really good. I'm sorry, not the last one. The one before that.
Last week's.
I'm not going to get into any specifics because I know there's some people who haven't heard it or seen it here. So I don't know. They're bringing in characters from all over Star Wars, which I like. Dave Filoni's in charge of this, which is all I really care about at this point. As long as Dave Filoni's in charge, I know I'm gonna like it. There's literally nothing he's done in Star Wars that I dislike at this point.
This week's episode got a little. I won't spoil anything for you or anybody, but we definitely got. I don't know if we were expecting it or not. I don't watch trailers. I don't watch like reports and rumors and stuff like that for stuff like this. But some people may know that what's happening, what was coming for this week. But yeah, I was like, that's that person, and I was like, yo, I can't believe they're in the show right now. So I mean, I could believe it, but this week has an appearance. There's an appearance that I was I was a little
Nice.
surprised about.
Okay,
Just
so
a
I
little
know
bit.
I know who it is. I know who it is. It's
Y-
one of two
y-
people,
You
and they're
don't.
probably together.
You're wrong. You're already wrong.
Oh,
I know. I know you're wrong. Not because how you said that. You're wrong.
okay.
That's your hint.
Maybe it's the other guy.
But anyway, it was great. I mean, I watched that for the podcast. It was very enjoyable.
Okay.
You got any regular questions here?
I don't know. I haven't looked through any of the chat yet. Where's the Metopia? Can't find it. No, you're gonna have to watch it back.
Yeah, you'll watch it back, and you'll be an audio version.
It's right. I think it's right after the part where we talk about. It's very close to the beginning. It's right after we talk about, or it's in the part where we talk about what games we were playing this week.
Yeah,
because I haven't played any, but I played that today for like 2 hours. I mean, I'll tell you what I think about it if you want to hear about it. I think it's a Paper Mario wannabe. I think it wants to have humor. It wants to have all the stuff. I think the biggest thing about it is the me creator stuff. Like that's what is like the draw, and I'm not into that at all.
yeah.
So it didn't really hit with me. I think the combat system is quite tired, very sleepy.
We have I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's really it. I didn't think it was that good, but I don't think it's for children because it's not for children.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a story of death, destruction, deceit. It is. There's a lot of bad stuff.
Question from Samantha. Remember, Drip, every new character in Smash will be locked behind amiibos now.
No, it won't.
I guess that wasn't a question. I misread that, but I read it anyway. You're welcome, Samantha.
You should have just said locked behind amiibo now?
Paywall lock?
Then it's a question. Paywall?
Here we go. Casey, a legitimate question. Do you guys think the Switch Pro will be backwards compatible with the Switch?
I assume 1,000%.
Are you talking about games? Are you talking about the dock? Are you talking about the Joy-Cons? There's so many things you could be talking about. Do you mean all of it together?
The games.
The
games, yes. Every game that plays on the Switch, yeah, it will play. It will play. It may not play great, but they will all play.
I will be incredibly upset if I can't play Breath of the Wild on a Switch Pro.
There may be
if it's not upgraded graphics and stuff like that, and vice versa. That's not true. Never mind.
You can only get what you can get out of the Switch. Nintendo gets everything out of their hardware all the time. It's the third parties that have trouble. It's not Nintendo. It's the third parties. You're gonna get every game that plays on the Switch Pro will play on the Switch. Now, are you gonna have a better experience? Maybe it looks better. Maybe it runs a little better on the Switch Pro. Yeah, probably. That's gonna happen. Like that's almost inevitable. That's
but if we get a game like a new game, like let's just say Mario Kart 9, even though that would never happen, but Mario Kart 9 is has upgraded graphics for the Switch Pro, and you can't play it, but you can't play
frames.
Mario Kart 9 on the Switch regular as it stands. Not just lower graphics, but you can't play it. That
will not happen.
My mind will be blown.
Absolutely will not happen. What you need to look at this is closer to the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 4 Pro. All the games go back and forth. The Pro just looks better. That's pretty much what this is going to end up being, in my opinion.
Some of the rumor names were the new Nintendo Switch Pro, and like if they do that,
Switch Pro,
the new Nintendo
popped up in those listings, like every one of those listings. But at this point, I'm saying those listings are all fake.
Right, but here we go. If that is true, if those were true, maybe they are fake. But if they were true, that's the same naming as the new Nintendo's 3DS. And that thing had games that were locked to it. They could not go backwards compatible.
They were not locked. You could put them in and play it. You cannot buy them on the eShop on your old one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But you could put that physical cartridge in there and play it. Now,
good luck finding
one. Well, did it play well? No, it did not. But it did play. But no, you cannot buy them on the eShop. But they worked.
I did not know that. I stand corrected.
But, I mean, you didn't want to play him on that. That's why I sold the Xbox I had.
Yeah.
I had the original Xbox One, like
Yeah.
the big ass Xbox One, like
Big
not a
big chunkus.
Xbox One S. Like yeah, so the original is a big one. Yeah, looked like it looked like a old like looked like a 1995 Comcast box. It's bad, man.
No,
It was
man, it looked
huge.
like original Xbox.
I mean, it was huge. It was massive.
Yeah.
I mean, the PlayStation 5 is massive too, but it was quite big, especially compared to like the
Listen, the PlayStation 5 got
Xbox.
curves, baby. It's got curves, all right. She's
I think
looking
it looks
fine.
good.
She's looking
I think it
fine,
looks
all right.
good.
I like a console with a little bit of meat in it. You know what I mean? Like, you
Hey,
you guys have something to hold on to, all right? That's one of the biggest complaints of the Joy-Cons. They had nothing to hold on to. You know what I mean?
what else do we have here?
He's like, I'm not gonna entertain that whatsoever.
No. I'm right. I'm right. I mean, I'm with you. You're right. 100%. It looks good. I like it. It gets a lot of crap talked on it. I like it. I like it better than the way that the Series X looks.
Mm-hmm.
One Star Wars fan to another. I recommend the Jedi Academy books. I have not read those.
I don't read books at all, but maybe I will because of you, Jason.
I don't read books. I listen to them.
Not a
I
sponsor.
don't read.
Audible.
I can't even. Yeah, Audible. They could be though.
They could
You
be.
could just make that a sponsor. I could go get a. Yeah, I mean, I could do a little thing real quick on Amazon, and start. I'm an affiliate. I can totally have a sponsor as Audible. I need to set that up.
Hey, Audible, you can truly be a sponsor.
Oh yes. I will check those out. Virtual Console
What's up, bros?
for Switch. Food Supremacy in the house. What's up, man? Yeah, Nortu. Virtual Console on Switch. Again, there's rumors, but we're not in that camp right now because we got burned by some rumors yesterday. So
now, Samantha. I read Samantha's question. I'm taking out of her words. These are not her words, but I'm taking her question and making it into my own question. Will we get an upgraded Switch calculator app? Sorry, game. Switch calculator game on the Switch Pro. Will we actually get a graphing calculator on the Switch Pro, but a regular calculator
4K,
on the
though.
Switch?
It'll be 4K.
4K calculator. Let's go.
Dude, that shit will be sharp.
Oh man.
Super sharp.
Oh man, it'll be so good.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get a new. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll get the upgrade. Maybe. It's quite possible that the Switch can't handle the power of a graphing calculator.
It is 2015 technology. I mean, I don't. Oh my god.
It is quite possible that maybe the
Ancient.
Pro will give us. I mean, maybe the Pro. Maybe it'll be like some crazy like NASA calculator that they use there, and it'll have like all kinds of stuff. And when you start using it, you can just hear the fans inside just
it'll be like melting plastic out of the vents.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, it can't handle it. I mean, probably not. Obviously, that's a joke, but I'm guessing no. We're probably not going to see any upgrade to the Switch calculator app.
Man, what a letdown.
I hope not.
What a letdown.
God.
Hey guys, remember, make sure to
waste
like
of
this
space.
stream, by the way. If you haven't liked the stream already, you should do that. They should always do that.
I pinned a comment at the top that says
I see
like
it.
the stream.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I haven't looked to see how many likes there are, but I'm just letting you know. It's FYI.
28. So everybody has not liked the stream.
Do it.
There were more than that in here at one point, and there's not that many likes. Either way, it doesn't matter. Oh, Phil dislike. Thanks, Phil. Appreciate you, man. What a
Phil, the Philadelphia blood in me is hurt by that, all right? Are we gonna we got a question. I'm gonna honor this question. It's a little late. Your name, hold on, your name. Ormpy. My friend Ormpy says
that's close. You gotta be close.
Do you guys think Nintendo would ever upgrade the Joy-Cons down the line after the Switch Pro is released? That's an interesting question. Because I was going to say we've already talked about that, but we actually did not talk about after the Switch Pro is already released. Would they down the line give us new additional upgraded Joy-Cons?
It doesn't matter. That's the thing.
Next.
It does not matter. Okay, here's where I'm at on it. You can come in and tell me I'm wrong. This is what I'm gonna say on it. As I just said, they have so much technology packed into these things to make them affordable. They have to cut costs somewhere. They have to. They can't put, you know, $7-8 sticks in these things. They have to put the little dollar, and that's the thing. They're $2 for us when you buy 2 of them. Like they're getting them at an insane discount.
And like
But with
35
all
cents
this
probably.
technology, and if let's say it is upgraded. Let's say it's upgraded. You think they're going to upgrade the sticks, the most basic thing on the controller? No way. They're going to make that HD rumble better. They're going to put better triggers on the back, so they're analog. That's what they're
Yep.
gonna put on there. They're not gonna fix the sticks. They found sticks that are cheap. They may be different sticks. They may be. I'll say that they may be different sticks, but I can promise you this: they probably won't be much better.
Yeah.
Maybe a little better. These are a little more prone to drifting than a lot of the other ones. But I mean, again, the PS5 is having the same problem right now. The Xbox has already had the problem. It's not a Nintendo problem.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they are putting so much technology with all these haptic feedbacks and IR sensors and crazy rumble and just so many options into these things. It's hard to make them affordable if you don't cut costs somewhere.
Yeah. Switch Corner has not a question, just a response. And by the way, guys, go subscribe to Switch Corner on YouTube.
Next.
Next. They need analog triggers. They need an upgrade alongside the console. And yeah, we kind of.
I have to tell you something. I gotta tell all you guys something before we even talk about his question. We have a video ready to go that we recorded because we thought the Switch Pro was coming out.
I mean,
it's ready to go.
Yeah,
So as
listen
soon
to
as the Switch
Geeb.
Pro drops, boom! Expect a Switch Corner Drip Media collab because it's already done. It's done.
Who's
It's edited.
Uncle Geeb? Uncle
It's
Geeb
ready
who?
to go.
Uncle Geeb who? I mean, who cares? I'm just gonna stay black.
Hey. Come on now.
No, I'm staying this way. This like you can't. I locked my door, Dad. I'm in my room.
It is.
You stay out of here, okay?
Switch Corner says it's a good video too. It is a good video.
My videos are better.
Oh, gee. Come on now. Yeah, y'all played yourselves. We totally did. But guess what? The video's done, and the Switch Pro's coming at some point, and we don't. Alex is the winner with this one. I'll give him this. He did let me know, hey, don't call it the Switch Pro. Don't call it anything. I think I referred to it as this thing a few times in the video. So when it does go up, he's going to record the first part of it and be like, the new Nintendo Switch Advanced.
Oh man, I wanted to mention that tonight.
Yeah, we didn't touch on names.
Oh no, man. Well, we can talk about it real quick. Really quick. You just want to mention what you called it in our text thread the other night or last night?
Okay, what I'm going with is new Nintendo Switch. Just new Nintendo Switch. I think that's the name. I think it's the new Nintendo Switch. What I would like to see is the new Nintendo Switch Advanced.
No, Super Switch, right? The new Nintendo.
You want the Super Switch.
I want the Super Switch Advance. That's what I want because you said it, and now I want.
Oh yeah, the Super Switch Advance is what we settled on afterwards. Yeah,
dude, that rings. That
Switch Corner's always saying he wants Super. He wants Super so bad. Everybody wants Super Switch.
Dude, and then and again going back on colors, a purple,
yeah, okay, I see some,
a purple and gray Super Switch
dropping in here. Drop your name predictions in the chat.
And guys, don't forget to not only download this podcast once it goes live tomorrow around 3:00 ish. Actually, no, I think I'm going to edit tonight, so it'll probably be up by noon tomorrow. Anyway, make sure to leave a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. Make sure to leave a review. Make sure to give us a positive review. It really does help us get like search results and stuff like that. The podcast reviews really helps. So please, if you don't mind, you're watching the stream, but just do us a favor. Even if you don't listen to it, I'm not going to tell you have to listen to it, but please at least subscribe to us on your podcast app, and also make sure to stream it or download it. That'll help
Come
us
on,
a
guys.
ton.
Please do. Please
So
do.
thank you so
Please
much.
do. It does help.
Yeah.
It does help.
I mean, if we had everyone on the
No.
stream that was here tonight download our podcast, we'd probably double our numbers for next week. For
We would,
this
yeah.
week. So I mean, please
And
help us out.
honestly, I gotta say though, like honestly, our numbers for just starting a podcast, they're not terrible.
No,
Not
I don't think so at all. I'm pleased with the way we're starting off. But if you're in the stream,
let's see some of these. I'll let you do it. You can read some of these names off.
Oh boy,
Wait, hold on.
it's time for
Nintendo.
You read them. It's time for Old Uncle Geeb to pee. It's that time. So
Okay,
you go for it.
Okay. I want to start at the top. Where were we? Can you please turn the camera back off? I wonder if he saw that. All right. Nintendo Switch 4K. Possible. Super Nintendo Switch. Switch Core. I know. You want that bad. I think a lot of people want that bad. That's way too cool for Nintendo, honestly. I wish that's what it would be, but I think it's way too cool for Nintendo. Nintendo Switch L. Just L? Like the Nintendo Switch Large? That's an interesting one. Where are we at here? Nintendo Switch Extend with an X. Ooh, I mean, that's interesting. I figure they might, if they don't do something really simple, it might be something weird like that. But man, I worry that they're going to end up having, if they try to do something like that, they're going to end up having a marketing problem, like they did with the Wii U debacle. Nintendo Switch 64. We already said that one. I mean, if they can figure out some way to tie in 64, because 64 was like 64-bit at the time.
Right.
If they could figure out a way to tie it in with 64 something, maybe.
Did you read the really ridiculous one from Archu?
The Nintendo Switch Extend?
No. The new Super Ultra Mega Ultimate Gigantic Nintendo Switch Pro XL Plus.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Hari says Nintendo Switchy 4.
I like that one, yeah.
I'm going to say it's probably not going to be that, but I'll give you points for originality.
Yep, there you go.
Samantha, Nintendo Switch XL. I think that is a very, very real possibility. A very real possibility. Where are names? Okay, here's no, I choose. New Super Ultra Mega Ultimate Gigantic Nintendo Switch Pro XL Plus. That is absolutely fantastic. I hope that's what it's called.
Yeah,
it rolls off the tongue very nicely.
Beautiful. And by the way, I did that thing.
It's almost like you can't help but say that. As soon as you start moving your mouth, it just comes out.
I did that thing where I record a podcast while drinking and then don't stand up until I have to. And then I walk to the bathroom and I'm wobbling a little bit. You know, like drinking too much while you're sitting down. Don't do that, kids.
Yeah, that doesn't happen to me.
I didn't wobble, but I was like, oh, I'm way drunker than I ever thought I was. 'Cause I thought I was completely sober. I'm not.
I found out the other night when my guy won what it actually takes to get me drunk. Wow.
I'm not drunk, but I'm like I am not sober anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're fine. I'm just saying that was a very uncomfortable next day. Monday was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Memorial Day. Yeah, my guy won the race, and I was like, oh, I'm staying down here, man. Like the wife and kids were still down at her parents' house cleaning out that house and stuff, and I was like, dude, I'm down here. I mean, we were up till like 5 a.m. just talking about who knows what, man. Watching stock videos. I think we watched a few of my videos for some reason. I have no idea. All right, where did I leave off? You go now.
Oh, I don't think we have any more.
I left off at there's a bunch more.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'll just start off with Casey. So
I left
Jason.
off at Narchu, so yeah, I think that's the next name.
Well, okay, I'm just gonna start here. I'm sorry.
Man, I see you. Listen, hey, yo, I see you. I know you're speaking the truth, man. I see you. You're probably right. I mean, you know, with graphics and stuff, they don't really try to compete. The new DLSS is gonna help, but
new Super Nintendo Switch Pro Plus, Nintendo Switch Plus. I'm gonna go rapid fire. New Super Nintendo Switcher, the new Nintendo Switch Plus, Nintendo. I like that one.
Just Nintendo.
Nintendo.
It's sleek. It's like that's
Love
an
it.
Apple move right there. Is
Yeah,
that
man.
not an Apple move?
The Nintendo.
Just the Nintendo. That's an Apple
Kobe.
move. I like that. I kind of
Yo,
like that.
Nintendo. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so
I
good.
kind of like that.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Nintendo.
But it doesn't have Joy Cons. That's why they just call
It's
it
a
the
Nintendo. It's just
and it's made out of metal.
Metal Mojang. Oh,
just straight made out of metal. I did a video. I'm telling you, I did that video. I have a video playing when this thing's released. I'm gonna go back and watch the video that I made like in 2019 when we were still talking about the
man.
Switch Pro. Oh, I haven't watched it in a long time, but I remember what's in that video, and I'm really wrong. I'm very wrong. So I was very uncomfortable on camera at that point too.
Yeah.
So it should be a funny one to go back and like sit and critique.
Yeah.
And just not only talk about how wrong I was about the Switch Pro, but how awful I am on camera.
All right, guys. So I think we should end it here. I think we should just cut it because it's not over. We're not done yet. We're gonna go to our Discord. If you haven't been there, if you haven't seen it yet, if you don't have Discord, get Discord. I've already put the link in there. But if one of our mods could please put it in there, because my drunk my drunk butt cannot put it in at the moment. Yeah. So we're gonna be in the Discord. We'll be chilling out over there. And we'll be able to talk like get your microphone out, folks. We'll chit chat.
No, Samantha, will not be the Nintendo Switch U. They will not make that mistake again. God, so, I hope not. I hope not. I hope they have learned their lesson on that. And if they do call it that, please have the marketing ready. Like, it needs to be spelled out to everyone. Like, this is a Switch, but it looks better. Don't worry about the U. It's just like, oh my God. Okay. It's not going to be that. We're not going to do that.
We'll be in the Discord. We'll be doing some more of this, what we're doing right now, in the Discord. And get your microphones out, because we'll be chit-chatting with our voices over in the Discord. So head over there. Please and thank you. This is one of the most fun ones I think we've done. This was hilarious.
Yeah, this is a great one, man. They just seem to get better and better. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out. I really appreciate you guys being here. There's still like 30 people in here. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. Yeah. Obviously, without you guys being here, this is not even possible. So thank you guys very, very, very much. I'm going to be streaming with Geeb tomorrow night on his channel, twitch.tv/Uncle Geeb. I owe him a Rocket League stream, so we're gonna do that tomorrow.
That'd be good.
Other than
good
that,
stuff.
you guys can catch me over on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/dripmedia, Sunday night and Monday night. We will be back on Tuesday night playing Breath of the Wild again. A video should go up Sunday. We got to talk about this Switch Pro stuff. We got to talk about it a little more. We got to do a video. Other than that, guys, again, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you more than I can even say.
Couldn't agree more. This is your stream, so I was gonna let you just take it.
Oh well, I can't take it. You have to. You have control over it. I can't.
I do. I could.
Anyway, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you're in the Discord, hop in the chat. We'll talk there later.